Yo, check it. We all need to hear this. Where the page lands, it lands. A little morning reading. I'm gonna be honest with you. I read this probably a month or two ago, but I was perplexed. Wanna know why? Because I didn't like the brother Samson. He was arrogant. He was crude and obtuse. And all these gifts that God gave him, he was just a jerk, and I didn't understand the why behind him. Until much later, after reading and reading and reading, God uses anybody he wants, even the proud, the loud, and the obtuse. So anyway, here's my shout out to you, brother. Samson avenged in his death. Now the rulers of the Philistines assembled to offer a great sacrifice to Dagon, their god, and celebrate, saying, "Our God has delivered Samson, our enemy, into our hands." Our God has delivered our enemy into our hands, the one who laid waste our land and multiplied our slain. While they were high in spirits, they shouted, "Bring out Samson to entertain us." So they called Samson out of prison, and he performed for them. When they stood him among the pillars, Samson said to the servant who held his hand, "Put me where I can feel the pillars that support the temple, so I may lean against them." Now the temple was crowded with men and women. All the rulers of the Philistines were there, and on the roof were about 3,000 men and women watching Samson perform. Then Samson prayed to the Lord, "O sovereign Lord, remember me. O God, please strengthen me just one more time, and let me, with one blow, get revenge on the Philistines for my 2 eyes." Then Samson reached toward the 2 central pillars on which the temple stood, bracing himself against them, his right hand on one and his left hand on the other. Samson said, "Let me die with the Philistines." Then he pushed with all his might, and down came the temple on the rulers and all the people on it. Thus he killed many more when he died than while he lived. Then his brothers and fathers, whole family, went down to get him. They brought him back and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the tomb of Monah, his father. He had led Israel for 20 years. God uses anybody. The loud, the proud, the obtuse. From the Book of Wisdom, God loves you, and I love you too.